Hello YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel Flashback TNT. You join me here live from the gaming attic where I'm just about to risk all for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my Amiga origins, when my dad first got the Amiga 500 Plus, and I've got to try and dig the box out so I can show you it on the video. If you can probably tell, there's two right at the back there and another variant. So wish me luck, and I'll see you on the other side. I survived. So here we go. This video is about my origins with the Amiga and how it came to be, how I played it, how I grew up with it. So basically, I never ordered the Amiga. It was my dad. My dad originally ordered it, and he got it in the Freeman's catalogue. It was either between July 1991 or September 1992, which put me at around 5 or 6 years old. The Amiga 500 Plus model, which is what my dad ordered. It's this exact box that he got delivered. He ordered this one because he wanted the extra RAM to play a certain game, and that certain game was Silent Service 2. When he got the original one back in the day, I can remember the Freeman's catalogue sent him the wrong one. They sent him the Amiga 500, so he sent it back, got another one delivered, and they did the same thing again. And eventually they sent him this pack, which is the one he wanted all along, with the extra games in. And I always remember it coming, and he took it up to my bedroom, put it on the floor, and we opened this box. And it blew me away again, because I'd never seen anything like this. I mean, look at the colours; they just don't do this anymore. I can remember he loaded it up, and some of my first memories and the sound of Amiga is dive, dive, dive from Silent Service 2. I actually have a copy of it somewhere that he played. I can't actually find it. I can't find it right now anyway. So yeah, so that was the start of my love affair with the Amiga. Funnily enough, the games I played were just games that my dad would bring back from his friends, and they'd copy them together, you see. I don't know how it worked back then. They must have known somebody who could copy the new games that were out. And I think it was Xcopy he started to use and started doing some himself. I actually have a few of the original games that we had, original copied games that we have in this, which is how I know what games I had. And it didn't half help, because when I bought my N64 games back, I actually could remember the box art in my mind, so it helped me find the games again. Whereas these Amiga ones had got, obviously I was a lot younger than when I had the N64, so it sort of faded. But now and again, when I'd watch certain channels like Cine Steve or Mr. Bad's games, one would just flash into my mind, and I think, wow, I played that. So I could then source the game back in the original format. And I've showed my games in an earlier video. Yeah, these unfortunately, these games were kept in the garage for a while and the shed, so I can't get many of them to work. If I think I've maybe been successful with one, and I've tried all the cleaning techniques and got the special holder to open the disc scope, and you can spin it around with the cleaning fluid and stuff, but it just won't work. I mean, what I love about these is it's actually got my dad's handwriting on. I don't know if that'll focus for you. So it's always nice to see, because that's what I remember flicking through all these boxes. We have a few boxes missing. I'm not sure where they've gone, probably been chucked out over the years. But what I'm really chuffed about is the original Dogs of War. That's the one I've got, and that's probably one of the most prized copied games I've got in the collection. Yeah. The Amiga 500 Plus was, as I say, was an upgrade with the 1 meg RAM, and it had an upgraded chipset as well, I believe. Not that I knew this at the time when I was too young. And if any of you are aware that this system came with a battery backup, a real-time clock, and it has like a barrel battery, the Vata. This is actually known as the Amiga killer now, because over the years these batteries leak onto the motherboard and they can destroy the motherboard, and there's no saving it after that. So I've taken this one out of the Amiga, and I need to do it out the other spares I have as well. You probably noticed that this is the variant that I bought It's actually an Amiga 500 plus box. It's a white box inside, and this is the slip cover. These weigh a ton. This one's got the console, the system inside. So I was chuffed to get that. It's always nice to have a spare. Yeah. So what else can I talk about with this then? So this was put in my room, as I've mentioned. And I always remember the telly that we used was it was a white Sony 14-inch portable, and the power on button was always held in by a matchstick, because if it came out, the button popped out and you couldn't turn it on or off, so it was constantly on. That was funny, and that telly actually did me up until the N64 days, until I got my own Ferguson TV for Christmas. But I had them both in tandem eventually for a little while, until we got rid of the Amiga and I moved my N64 over. Yeah, so this is the origin story of me getting the Amiga 500 Plus, and it must have lasted me a good 5 or 6 years. So many happy memories playing this system and all the games on it. Fantastic. As I say, I didn't ever look elsewhere. I didn't look at Mega Drives, and I didn't look at SNES. I literally had no idea about those. I think I seen a SNES controller once, and I can remember thinking, what's that? Because I was used to the speaking controllers, which is these. My dad would buy these, and I love these. As like small hands, they're perfect. Only one button, but I didn't know any better. So yeah, I can remember on the early days that my friends used to come around and they used to show them a program where you could type in words and it would talk back to you. So obviously you can imagine what kids would do with that. That was funny. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed reminiscing about it. I always reminisce about it. Feel free to share your nostalgic stories about this system or any other system. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you very much.